Test 1, 2, 3. Alright folks, it's the 19th of March. Just got off work. Ready to do some fishing and drink some whiskey. Y'all stay with me. Or come with me. Don't stay with me, come with me. I put the boat in the lake. Frogs are chirping. Wait a minute, I'm not in there. Come back. It's a little bit windy, and we have a chance of showers, so I'm not sure how long this fishing trip's going to be. And now I have a log over here, which I rescued from over at that neighbor of mine's house. She asked me to move that log, so I can't get my canoe straight. I have to get that log out of the way after a while, the next couple of days or something. But I can manage getting in and out. Oh, there's a baby freaking tree frog in here. You better get out of here, buddy. This ain't the right place for you. I'll tell you that right now. You'll end up jumping on my camera lens and staying there the whole freaking time, and nobody will see any movies. I know what'll happen. You'll screw me up. One time I had a green spider crawl across my video, and that was kind of neat though, because the spider didn't take up the whole lens, and y'all could still watch me fish as he crawled across. Did anybody notice that green spider in that one video? Put your comments down below if you did. First thing you do when you get in the damn boat is take your damn flip-flops off. Who wants to sit in the damn boat fishing with fucking flip-flops on? I'm gonna put my damn worm. Everybody wants to know what I'm using. This time I'm using the Zoom watermelon seed trick worm. I use it a lot. It seems to work really well in this pond. And wow, I call it a pond. All my haters say, that's not a lake, that's a pond. Well, to me, a lake is a pond is a lake, whatever. This is a drainage ditch. If you want to get technical, this is pretty much a drainage ditch. So, yeah, let's go fishing, folks. Cheers. Saturday, it's about 4 o'clock. Actually, probably about 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go back here around the corner and get into some calm water. Let's just do like we did last time and leave it running. See what happens. Maybe we'll have a first cast hit. Get us one on the first damn cast. This time I got my tripod turned around where y'all can see that kind of some of the actions like that. You see what I mean? I can control my panning on my tripod with my oar. Oh, I see a bed right there. That's pretty much a sure thing. So let's do that. Let's throw off over here on that bed and see if we can't disturb a mama bass wanting to protect her young. Ooh, I threw right past it, so I'm gonna bring it right across. This ought to be good. If she's there. Could be an old bed. Could be yeah, it's not gonna work, it don't look like. Should have already happened by now. I'll be back, folks, whenever something happens. You know me. Alright, folks, it's happened. Oh, this is less than a taco. Are you serious? I guarantee you wasn't even born this year. You want a last year's, or what the hell's going on with that? How can you catch this at this time of year? Let me zoom in on it for you. Hang on while I shake up the camera. This is keychain. To me, this is a keychain bass. Yeah, that's just, man, that's a shame on me. But at least I caught one. I haven't even left my backyard yet. I mean, if you want to zoom in, well, you can't zoom in. I ain't going to zoom in, but that's my backyard over there where you're looking at. So technically, I ain't even left the house, and I've caught a bass. Yeah. Now, let's catch another one. Right here, if you look in front of me, oh, I've got a lot of different structure where bass can hide. And all around me right now. I can't really show you because of the way the tripod's mounted, but I'm fixing an anchor right here. You probably just saw me throw that anchor down. And I'm gonna fish right here. Let me reset my worm. We'll be right back. Folks, I think it happened again already. Yep, and it did. First cast over there by that grass bed or whatever that floating bullshit is. Got another one. Come on in here. Well, that's two. Last time I was out here, I really didn't keep count. Did anybody count all the damn fish I caught last time? But I sure didn't. I'll try to keep count this time. God bless. I gotta get me some better freaking pliers. These things, man, I tell you what. They ain't worth a damn. I mean, they're okay, but they ain't worth a damn. They're starting to rust on the inside. Y'all want to see that one up close? He's just the same as the rest of them. How come my there we go. There we go. All right, well, let's let him go. Folks, this worm is nearly tore up all along the head, and it really won't hold a hook no more. So what I've done is I've hooked it through the tail, and I'm gonna use it backwards. Watch this shit. This will be the one time I don't catch nothing. Yep, seems like it's going that way. Not hitting it. That'd be okay. That'd be alright, because there ain't none there. That don't mean there ain't none over there. Watch this one. I'll throw it over here somewhere. There's a piece of fence board or something floating. I'll toss over there by that. See if there's one following it around. No. They said, damn, that sucker, that worm's floating backwards. I float backwards sometimes too, depending on which way the wind's going. If I'm going into the wind, it's better to put the heavy part into the wind and paddle that way, which is, you know, I'm the heavy part, so I paddle backwards to go into the wind. All right, let's fish on this side one time. Ain't that awesome? I can freaking move my camera all the way up at the front of the canoe. All right, let's see what happens. Got the backwards worm, folks, the backwards worm. And nothing happens. Once again, it makes a liar out of me. Did y'all see Eric's video where he went fishing and didn't catch a damn thing? And he blamed it on the camera. He says, well, it's because you're recording. When you're recording, you can't catch nothing. Yeah, whatever. Okay, that'll be fine. You can blame it on whatever you want. I like to blame, sometimes when I ain't catching a fish, I like to blame it on him. It's because I watched one of his videos this morning, the fish don't like me today. Whatever. Some people just don't really put their heart into fishing. I don't know. I do, and I know how to catch them. But like he did say, he did mention it. It's not really all about whether you catch them or not. It's just, you know, that you're here doing it. It's the act of it, not the result from it. Actually, there's a pretty good result from it because, wow, I just heard a big old splash. Let me get off this damn anchor and move around a little bit. I'll be right back in a minute, folks. I'm hearing them in other places. I done wore this spot out. All right, folks, we're on with another one. Oh, it's coming right up under the grass. Y'all see him out there? Let's let him jump. He's about to let himself off. I better grab him. I think that hook was ready to come out. That's a nicer fish. So a little bit nicer than the other ones. Best one yet today. I think I lost count. That's two, that's three, that's three. I believe that's number 3. So what I do, folks, is I look for these areas in the lake where I can park the canoe, anchor it, or like right now I'm just pulled up on some grass, which is holding me in place so the wind won't blow me. But I look for these certain areas to where I have a circle of casting around me where there's lots of good habitats for fish. And this is a little good area. I've got lots of different places to where I got a 360 degrees. I've got a bunch of good spots. So let's try this. See what happens. All right, there we go, folks. Very next cast, caught another one. Ooh, and he's coming into the grass. Get out that grass. And he's under the grass. So now I got to move to get him. I'm gonna have to move through the grass a little bit. Y'all bear with me as I paddle one-handed and still gotta keep tension on this fish so he doesn't get away. There we go. Man, he came up with a bunch of shit with him. A bunch of crap from the lake. Once again, kind of tough to get these worms out of these suckers. I mean, these hooks. The hooks I'm using are probably too big for these fish. Jeez. Come on. I hate to do it, but to pull the worm up, off, away from the hook gives you a little bit of sight of what's going on down there with the hook and makes it easier to pull that hook out. You might tear your worm up, but you'll save the fish in the long run. And I am not here by any means to hurt these fish. All right. Falling back in. Folks, right now this time of the year the fishing is so good, I've almost forgot about my custom of having a drink every time I catch one. I missed a few, but that's okay. I'll make up for them later. I probably already made up before I even got here. So let's try this again. Let's just toss it on out there. See what happens. Dog's barking. I hear crickets, I hear frogs. I don't know what that is I hear back there. Sounds like a old Timex little digital watch alarm going off or something know if you can hear that or not. Kind of strange. Doesn't happen constantly, it just goes on and off. There it goes. Try it again. One more time over there. Way up in there. See if we can pull one out of that little spot. They like to hang right on that freaking edge, man, up in that thick grass. For some reason, they feel like they're protected up in there. Yep, nothing there. We'll be back in a minute, folks. Y'all go get a drink. Get some damn potato chips and shit. And come back. Pause the video right now and get something to eat. Get some potato chips, get you a snack. Come on back. There's a fish right over there. There's pretty much fish everywhere in this lake. I mean, they're everywhere. They're all over the place. They is every place. Lots of them. Dog barking. That's crazy British bloke would say. He don't put up a whole lot of videos anymore, does he? Bloke, man, what's up? Are you watching? What's wrong with your videos, Chris? We enjoy your videos, but you're not doing them anymore like you used to. Hope you're okay. Hope you're healthy. Wow, I believe they used to have a fence going across back. They took their fence out. Decided we'd move locations just a little bit, not very much. Let's cast while we, oh yeah, that ought to tear something up right there. Nope, some of the spots you think would produce a good fish just don't have it. I'm gonna slow down. I don't like moving this fast. I'm gonna slow this boat down. Kind of stop right here for a minute. Watch this, folks. Right over there. Yeah. Damn, there's no fish over there? Must be because I'm recording, right, Eric? Uh-huh. Can anybody point out a video where he actually caught a fish? I'm not talking about you, Eric Thole. I'm talking about another Eric. That can't fish. I know you can catch fish. I've seen you cooking them and stuff, so I know you catch some trout. Quit ragging on folks, man. Turn the damn video off. Quit ragging on people. I'm sorry. Lord, I apologize. making fun of the idiots. Now, one just splashed directly behind the camera, so I'm gonna have to cast right over there. Let's see what happens. Come on, grab it, baby. Grab it, baby. Is he not grabbing it? He didn't grab it. What a surprise that was to me. Turn the camera. Folks, let me give y'all an update on the boat without getting angry and without, you know, getting into the real detail. The company that I bought this motor from, that has the JB Weld on it, has called me with a new intake. The part that has the JB Weld, they said that they found one and it's $150. They want me to pay for it, and they want me to pay them to put it on. They said they'll give me a discount on the labor and all that, and that's what's happening with that. But I've made no decisions yet whether I'm buying that part from them or anything. In the meantime, my neighbor, one of my new neighbors, has she just went and bought a boat that has the same exact motor that my boat had when I originally bought it. An old 85 Mercury 35 outboard. So it turns out she took it to the shop to have it checked out, and it needs a starter and it needs the carburetors cleaned and pretty much needs a tune-up because it hasn't been running 3 years. So she decided what she wanted to do was to buy a different motor instead of having that one fixed for $500. I told her about a 25 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke 2006 model that I had found on Craigslist. It had 39 hours on this motor. $2,200 it was listed for. So I told her about it, and I said, this motor will go right on your boat. It'll hook up and everything. You'll never have to mix your gas with your oil. It's electronic fuel injection. You don't have to worry about carburetors anymore. And it's pretty much a brand new motor. It's only got 39 hours. It hasn't been used very much. So we went and looked at it, and we asked the guy at the shop if he'd run it for us, and he did. He stuck it in a bucket and hooked the controls to it and started it up. It runs like a dream. Turns out that the people that had it bought a pontoon boat from the Bass Pro shop, and it came with a 25 horsepower on it, and that wasn't enough power for them. So they took it to this guy, and they traded that motor in on a 50 horsepower that he had. So he took it in on a trade, and she talked him down to $2,100, and she bought the motor from him. We stuck it in my back of my SUV, and we brought it here to town and took it to a local shop, and we dropped her boat off also at this local shop, and they put her motor, her new motor, on the boat for her. Well, her old motor is the twin to the one that came on my boat to begin with, the 35 I have hanging in the backyard that just probably needs a head gasket. Well, I got her old motor. I got the twin, so now I have two 35 horsepower Mercuries. She went ahead and gave me that motor off, the old motor off her boat, for $250. Not to mention, I get the controls that came with the 25 horsepower, because when she bought the 25 4-stroke, it came with controls. So I'm getting the controls from that deal and her old motor, which her old motor just needs a starter and some tune-up work. That's it. So now I got 3 motors, one on the boat that needs a... Anyway, this is what it comes down to. I got 3 motors that don't run. But I've got a good deal. I got a good deal on this one. So I've got parts for my motor, my backup motor, and I think what I'll do is I'll take the motor that she sold me and tune it up. I'll clean the carbs out and clean the points or whatever gives it the fire, and I'll take the armature out of the starter and sand it down so it gets good contact. And I think it'll be good to go. And that right there will be a good spare motor for me. In the meantime, I can work on my motor, my old motor, that needs a head gasket. And, but my first agenda is really to get the motor that's on there fixed. The one that I bought from this company that has the JB Weld on it. I want to fix that one. I want to buy an intake. It looks like I'm going to have to pay $150 for the intake. And maybe some labor to have it put on. But I think that's the way to go. Seeing as that motor's already mounted on my boat, and it took, they had to create 6 new holes in the back of my boat to mount it. I think I would rather stay with that motor, being it's a newer motor, and it's oil injection, and I think I just want to fix that motor, because it doesn't seem like it's going to cost that much to fix it. And then just use these old 35s as backups. What do y'all think about that? Put a comment down below. Let me know your opinions on that. And, ooh. He's coming, he's running. Boy, he's running. I'm going to bring him over the top of the weeds. Over the top. Over the top. Don't let him get under there. Wow. I just muscled that one out over the top. He wanted to get up underneath there, but when I saw where I was at and where he was going, couldn't let that happen. Ugh. Shut up from talking and start fishing. Right? Dang. Show you what he looks like. Well, you can see him from there, but let's zoom up on his ass. That's pretty good. Fat. Look how fat that fish is. Ooh, wow. Right back in the water. Go lay some eggs, girl. Make some more fish for me to catch. Off to them. Oh, get you a drink first. I'm back here in the corner of the freaking swamp fishing. Ain't much further I can go, but they back here. They seem to love it back here for some reason. I don't know. I guess there ain't much room for their prey to run, and they can eat easy. They can corner them. But I'm gonna get out of here and go back around the other side of the lake and start fishing. I'll be back, folks. That's a little one. I'll just bring him right up there to you. He's so little. That way I ain't got to zoom in on him. Good looking fish though. Nice clean looking bass. Right there. Pisser. It's a hot dog fish. That's all he is. Ooh, he don't like me holding him that way. Probably shouldn't. Oh, I just gave this one a root canal. Oh boy. Sorry about your mouth, buddy. I'll send you back. Alright folks, I do believe it's about to happen again. Before it does, I'll get a drink for the last one I caught. Pull it on in there. Show it to them. Oh, there's bubbles. So that wasn't a fish, that was a damn turtle. Y'all might as well just pause the video right now because I don't think this is going to happen. No, that was a turtle. Fooled me. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Folks, people asked before, ooh, dang, he hit it right there on the way. I had gave up and was reeling it in, and he came and got it. That's how hungry they are. The fish in this pond are mostly, I mean, there are some big ones, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, they're small because of the management problem. They taste like shit. Nobody wants to keep them. I mean, that's plain and simple. That's my opinion. Unless you're really fucking hungry, you really don't want to eat these fish out of here because they taste like shit. But what I'm using for a rod is a Shakespeare microspin. Try to look at the stats on it. I don't have my glasses with me, but no, I'll post that in the video. I'll post it on the screen somewhere when I get home later and I go to editing. I'll tell you the length and I think it's a light action. Of course, it's a microspin, so it's a light action, but I'll tell you the length and everything with that later, the size of it. And the reel I'm using is a Fluger, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know what they call it. Fluger Trion, Trion GX. It's a damn good little fishing reel. I'll show it to you. That's my little Fluger. Let me spin this motherfucker around to the side so you can actually get a good look at my reel. That's a little old fishing reel I'm using. Used it many years. Not actually about 2 to 3 now, and it's held up. I haven't had to do any maintenance to it, except for restring it. That's it, folks. That little fish a minute ago that was following it in, he followed it in again. I kind of slowed down right where I thought he might be, and he was there. Now, can a fish this small get pregnant? I don't know. How old do you got to be to? I mean, if you're a fish, how old do you have to be to get pregnant? But I don't think that one is. Better not be. Let's move locations. Even though I'm seeing fish all around me, let's move locations, folks. It's getting dark. We gotta make our way around the pond, folks. I just seen a little old bird with an orange head. I ain't never seen a bird with an orange head like that. I mean, that was a cool looking little bird. Kind of looked like a lot of the other birds that I see around here, but this one had an orange head. I think a worm or something may have fell in a bucket of orange paint, and he went in after it just about that deep, and he painted his head orange. Yeah. Wow. I've been rambling on here for about 5 minutes now, and the camera wasn't even on. I'm just, I look up there and I see that the viewfinder is looking at me, and I think it's recording, but it's not. It wasn't. Y'all missed a bunch of good shit. I don't know if I mentioned this on my last fishing video. Whoa! I pulled it out of his mouth. Anyhow, I don't know if I mentioned this on my last fishing video or not, but the guy behind me that was fishing at the other end at the dock, he had 4 fishing poles stuck in the ground. 4. Okay, it was one person fishing, him. He had 4 fishing poles lined up across the whole lake and was fishing with chicken. Oh, I got another one, folks. Damn, I probably just splashed the camera. Man, there's a little one. There's a little one living right there, because this is what I keep getting. Anyway, yeah, that joker had 4 fishing poles, and he wasn't catching a damn thing. Man, you got 4 fishing poles in a little old pond like this. Something wrong with you. You need to check up from the head up. He's here, Bo. He's here. Yeah. Little one. Whoa. Boy, he's fast. Come on, jump. 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 Whoa. I haven't quite figured out how to teach them English yet. But they like them damn worms, I'll tell you what, folks. They like them worms. Give me a minute. Get the hook out. Maybe it's the hooks they like. You think? Nope, I don't think so. I know they don't like these hooks. I'm gonna have to find some different hooks because I don't really like these hooks either. They're too damn hard to get out. Yeah, I feel like I'm I don't like these hooks. I mean, they stick, but they're hard to get out, which hurts the fish more than anything else. So I think he'll live. Let's do it again. Before that, what happens? And but one thing to do, celebrate. I think I know who's down at the other end of the pond. So these people are trying to holler at me all the way across the lake. Hello, hi, and I just ignored them. Yeah, they're all the way at the other end and they're hollering, hello, hello, can you hear me? Got one, folks. No, I don't. I'm not sure who that is down there. They're all standing right next to each other. I mean, they're within 10 feet of each other. And I can hear them over here at the other end of the lake. They're screaming at each other. I got something, I got something. Oh boy. I wish the city of Niceville would make it a private lake. Private lake. Close it off so people can't park and just come up in here and fish. I mean, there's plenty of places around here to fish. Plenty of places. Don't go somewhere else. If they're going to act like that, fish somewhere else, folks. If you're watching my videos, learn what fishing's about. Fishing's about relaxing and having a good time. Not hollering and fucking screaming and destroying everybody else's peace. Oh, he hit that sucker as soon as I pull it in there, man. That's why I turned the camera on, because I knew he was there. I saw that little indention in the weeds. Oh. Did you see that shit? He spit it out right there. Turn the camera off. Folks, I watched the way the grass does its little thing. And I kind of can get an idea of what it looks like underwater. So, I think that, yeah, it's hard to explain. You just have to do this for many, many years to figure it out. All right, folks, here we go. Another small one. I'll probably lower the camera a little bit and y'all can see them jumping better. But until then, damn, that'll be next time. He ain't gonna like me. This one almost came out of his eye socket. Another little one, folks. See what happens? You know, Yeah, I'm going fishing somewhere else pretty soon. I'm thinking about, there's a place up here around for me close by called Hurricane Lake, and it's 300 and something acres. I think 318 or something. They got a lot of area. It's a big lake, and there's camping and all that stuff. So I'm thinking about going up there. I'm gonna try to see if I can't get Happy to go with me, and definitely I'm taking y'all with me. You know that. I ain't going nowhere without y'all. So I think that'll be good. I'm gonna go stay overnight. Gonna go maybe fish. Get there in the morning one morning early, and then fish all day. Camp overnight and then fish the next day, and maybe even camp again. I don't know. But stay tuned for that in the future. Hurricane Lake. They wave. They want to holler and wave him. I don't even know if I know them people or not, but probably not. She must have a buzz like me. Wow. The last thing you do before you leave is to scream at me. Good luck. Oh boy. Yeah. They're gone. As it was, folks, I was kind of hesitant to paddle towards that area of the lake or pond because they were there, but now they're gone, so I can actually get this damn fishing trip underway. I was hoping they'd get discouraged and go, and that's exactly what has happened. So let's fish, folks. Got another one, folks. Ooh, he's coming right back here. Bring him up. Bring him up. Jump. 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 You ain't got much jump to you, do you? Jump right there. Jump. Jump. Folks, he don't want to jump. Let's bring him in and put him. Let's just. Oh, now you want to jump. Jeez. They don't speak English either. Who taught these fish how to talk? No, it wasn't me. Let's back up. Wait a minute, back up. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some bass in it, or something like that. These fish are way too small for these big ass hooks. Oh, he's bleeding. Sorry about that. Yep. Man, really don't know what to do. Let's get their fucking hook. Get him back in the water as soon as possible. Why, man? Sorry, buddy. Shit. I might have to check my damn. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Right now, this time of the year, they're just swallowing the damn thing. You know, I'm not getting a chance to hook them in the lip or nothing. They're taking that shit down deep. They hooking deep. Do y'all have that experience when it's spawning like springtime? Put a comment down below. All right, folks, it's starting to get a little bit dark, so I got to get my move on around this damn lake so I can finish the circle back to my house before it gets totally dark. So let's do this. Now that there's nobody over there on the dam or the levee, I don't know what you want to call it. I call it a dam, because every time I see somebody over there, I say, damn. Kind of ruins my fishing, because most of the people that fish that dam are unexperienced and or loud, rambunctious, hyperactive, something or another that isn't too good for fishing. I am all those things. I am every single one of them, don't get me wrong. But I know how to control that shit when it comes time to go fishing. You know what I believe? I believe when they get older, when those children that were over there, when they grow up and they get older, maybe they will realize what they have here and the peace and quiet and the tranquility that this gives, and they won't be as loud as some people that come out here and just blabber. I mean, I've don't get me wrong, I've got adults that live very close to me that will holler to you across the damn lake. Did you catch anything? I mean, god dang, come on now. How old are you? I didn't have nothing to say for that clip. I thought it was in a good spot, so I turned the camera on. Another good spot, folks. Hopefully it'll happen. Pull it across there real slow. Nothing happened. All right, folks. Got another one on. He's in the bushes. Gonna have to I'll have to see if I can't get up close to him. Keep that pressure on his ass, though. Keep that pressure on. Do not let the pressure off. You let the pressure off, he's probably gonna get off. He may already be gone. He ain't wiggling no more, so this fish may be a goner. I was way far away from him when I set that hook, so we'll see. He's still there. He jumps in the boat and got off the hook. Halfway decent. Oh, well look, he got the damn camera dirty. So I guess I gotta go over there. I gotta come up clean the damn lens. Alright, let's get that out of the way real quick. Let's bring the fish up. He's down there below the camera. Now he's below my feet. Oh, come on now. You really wasn't done frickin'. Yeah. I'm gonna stop over there, folks, and clean the camera off a minute, but first I'll show you this one. Yeah. Sorry about that water spot on the camera. Y'all keeping count? Because I sure haven't. What number is that? Put a comment down below. I don't even know how many I've caught. I catch so damn many fish. Alright, folks, y'all have to deal with that water spot until I get over there by the dock, because I don't want to risk tipping over until I have something solid to hold on to. But as soon as I get over there, I'll take that damn water spot off of the lens. But I'm going to fish my way there. If I catch anything, you're going to have to look at a water spot. That shit don't look too good, does it? We'll take care of that real quick. Yeah. Real redneck ain't scared to take his shirt off. All right, let's go back to work. How's that? always take your paddle and put it down on the opposite side of the canoe from where you're getting in to help stabilize things as you board your vessel. As you board your vessel. Got another one. Whoa. He's a jumper now. Let's go over this way. He definitely does. He was walking on top. He was, you know how they do. Come on. Come on, open your mouth. Open it up. He's hooked deep. He's hurt. I can tell by the way he ain't opening his mouth. He's hooked just about the same as the rest of them damn things. Shit, let me back up. I'm overriding my new fishing spot that I haven't been to yet, so let's back up a little bit while we unhook this one. All right, back up. Back up. Put that bitch in reverse. I'm having a hard time seeing. It's getting dark. Y'all, of course, can see better than me, but man, to see inside their mouths. Ooh, there's a damn. I bet that bird would love to have this fucking fish I got. Keep the camera rolling. He might come down here and grab it. Oh, there's two of them. Egrets or something. Big old fucking fur, big old birds. So I can't really see down in his mouth to get this hook out. There we go. He's zoom worthy. Let's zoom in on that one. Probably the same one I caught last time I was fishing. I don't know. We'll let him go. On this side, let's let him go on this side. Sometimes when you let them go, they'll freaking do another dance for you, but he did. I believe he felt like he just came from the damn dentist. So he's feeling a little groggy. At this point, my line is so freaking bit up here from all them fish I've been catching that I'm gonna untie it and move up about maybe 6 inches, break that off, throw it down in my canoe, and retie my hook on. That line has been bitten and chewed on, and almost to the point to where I was gonna lose my worm and my hook. And now I'm here doing this in the dark, trying to tie a new one on without my glasses. So this probably won't work too well. Let's zoom in on it and see if you can see how I do it. I'll take it like this, and I'll put this is the end of my line over here in this hand. I'll put it under the main line, and I'll go back through one time, make a loop, and I won't bring my loop all the way down. I'll bring it almost down to the hook, and then I'll stop it and hold it with my finger. Then I'll go around I usually go counterclockwise about 7 times, and then I'll take the tip of that and I'll go back through that loop that I was holding on to in my finger, go through there, grab a hold of the end of that string that you just put through there, and pull it straight down towards the bottom of your hook, like so, and then pull on the top and tighten it up. That hook will stay on there until an alligator gets it. And if you want to pull it off, if you want to pull that knot out, all you gotta do is put your fingernail on there and just pull backwards, and it'll come out. Let's get back to fishing, folks. It's getting dark. Beautiful sky back there behind me, wasn't it? Alright, I'm just going to leave the camera run. because it's that time of day. It's the magic hour for cameras and for bass also. It's not a camera. It's not a magic hour for my eyeballs though. But, ooh, had a nibble. Had a nibble. Let's go back after him. Right in that vicinity. There's probably another one. There's probably a few of them hanging out. Slow it down a little bit. Take a drink, relax. Don't be so, you know, uptight about things. Or, what the, where the frick, did you hear that? I can't see it. I think it came from underneath that dock. But I can't see where that was a big ass swirl. That I heard it, but I can't see it. Folks, how'd y'all like this fishing trip? I made it to the other end of the lake. Now I'm at the opposite end from where I live. I haven't even quite made it all the way around. That's how many fish I've done caught. It's taken me, usually I can get around this whole damn thing in about an hour. But I've been catching so damn many fish this time. It's taking me longer to get around here because, of course, I've had to stop and take fish off and this and that. But what do y'all think about these fishing videos? I mean, I'm getting a lot of good comments on my fishing videos. I'm gonna keep them up. You can believe that. I'm still gonna be doing fishing videos, and I'm gonna improve them with the boat. The fishing videos are gonna get better as they go because I'm gonna go different places. It gets old fishing here. It just does. You can only catch the same damn fish freaking 10 or 30 times, as y'all have seen already. I keep catching the same fish over and over and over, same size fish over and over and over. I'd like to go somewhere else, you know, and get a little different experience and give y'all a different experience, show y'all something different. Yeah. All right, folks. Whoa. Okay. Here's one. We got one this time, folks. We got a good one. Probably the best one of the day. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. It is the best one of the day. Wow. And as things go, he's overriding my unfished territory, so I'm gonna have to back up as I go. All right. Now, cameraman, change the angle as we show everybody what we caught. Jeez. This lake is totally overpopulated with fish. Okay, it is totally overpopulated. I bring Happy down here. He'll keep every fucking one of them, and he'll eat every one of them. Nasty as they taste. Man, these are nasty ass fish. But yeah, he don't care. He likes them. Oh, there we go. I don't care for them. I told you that. Don't repeat yourself over. I can't hardly see to get the hook out. When it gets to that point, you got to quit fishing, right? If you can't see where the hook is, might as well quit fishing. There we go. He's zoom worthy. A pound. About a pound. Shall we see if it's going to jump? I'm going to let him go. Nope. He damn sure did. Now see, they will do that. They get happy. You let them suckers go, they want to say thank you sometimes. Did y'all catch that on live action? That was a good one. I would really love to continue fishing, but I can't see shit. I'm gonna try my best. I don't even know if I can be able to get a hook back in this worm. I don't have my damn flashlight on my head, and I don't have my glasses. I guess I came unprepared, folks. Maybe I'll do better next time. But I don't really know. I can't. How can you do better than what I've done? I've done pretty damn good. I just not even kept count. That's how good I've done. Damn. Jeez, I don't know what to say. I know this is a long damn video, but I'm sure that y'all, there's people that ain't gonna like it, but there's people that are gonna like it this long. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep moving these damn, ooh, it stinks down here by this end. I'm gonna keep moving these damn worms across these damn grass beds and around these docks and see what happens. As long as I can cast without getting hung up in the bushes that are right along the edge of the lake, that's my thing. I need to hit right on the bank where grass meets water. That's where I want to land my bait. When I can't do that anymore, it's too dark, I have to give up, because if not, I'll start losing bait. I'll start getting hung up in the trees and shit. Then I'll have to, it screws things all up. Yeah, this is one of the shallowest parts of the pond right here where I'm at, and you can tell it really stinks right here. Woo. My worm ain't staying on right. It's dark. I don't think they can see it as well either, so I'm just going to kind of hook it sideways or whatever. I ain't going to try to go straight on like I did. Let's try it again. Try this again. Ooh, perfect. You kind of get to know where even if you're doing this blind, I could probably close my eyes at sometimes and throw that damn thing up there and get it just right. Oh, I'll make a video of that one day. I'll put a 5-gallon bucket out in the backyard, and we'll put the camera on it and see how good I can cast into that bucket with or without my eyes closed. That'd be a good idea. Like I said, keep the camera rolling. This is the magic hour. Keep that damn camera rolling, because you never know. They're boom, boom, boom. Right now, I'm seeing them everywhere. I'm seeing them bust the top of the damn water all over the place. I probably should be using a top water popper or something, a little cricket. But that's all right. I like this worm. It seems to be serving me well. Just like that Blue Cup. That whiskey works real well, folks. Yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. This video may not last much longer. It's getting a little dark. I'm getting a little drunk. How about if I just turn it back on if I catch one, instead of just making this shit long forever? How about that? That's a good idea. That didn't take long. Got another one. Ooh, he's going across the front. Came across the other side of the canoe. Wow, nice one. I think the bigger fish are eating it dark. And now he's going back towards the front. He's gonna be on this side, so let's go to this side. Nice one. Another pounder. Back up. He's pulling me too far. Fish pulling me too damn far. Now, how am I going to see to get the hook out? Because it's pretty much pitch black inside his mouth. I got to quit, folks, because I don't want to keep hurting these fish, because I can't take these hooks out blind like this. It's just not a good idea. I can't see which way it's going or nothing. There we go. This will be the last one. Yeah, it's not good. Alright, here we go. Let's zoom in on them for you. If we can. It's so damn dark. Too dark, ain't it? Folks, thanks for watching this episode of Fishing with a Frickin' Stupid Lunatic. Bye. Alright folks, I made it back home. Now I need to navigate this new log that I put in the way so I don't freaking tip over in the dark, drinking, tired, blind. Oh Lord. I hope I don't ruin my new camera, which ain't really that great to begin with. I mean, it does okay, but no, shit. Y'all are the ones looking at it. How do you think it does? Does it do okay or what? I probably have fixed a lot of the bullshit problems with it in my editing by tweaking the exposure, the brightness, the contrast, the color, the clarity, and all the different settings that I can go through. This is the official end of this video. I can't even see myself in the thing. That last fish, I really couldn't get the hook out because I couldn't see it. And instead of hurting him, I just decided to cut the line and throw him back with the hook in there. That hook will dissolve and the fish will be okay. It was probably a lot better for me to do that than to try to freaking get that hook out blind and not know which way I was going and where it was at, because to tell you the truth, I couldn't see the damn hook. And I can't see shit. Bye. I might as well record this just in case I fucking bust my ass. Now, getting out of the canoe on this side, can y'all even see that? I can't see shit. It's like, to get out of the canoe on this side, you want to put your oar straight down into the ground on that side to stabilize things. Okay. Stabilize your canoe. Push it up against the bank and then get out. That should work. Wow. I did well. Push the back of the canoe out into the water. Grab the rope on the front with the other end of your oar because it has a hook on it. And then you just pull the whole damn canoe out of the water. Just like this. Just like that. And that, my friends, is the real end of this video. Alright folks, I found the video light feature after I've gotten the canoe out of the water. But I just want to show you, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 worms today. And I'm sure there's probably some more that went back here. But I used at least 6 rubber worms or plastic worms today during this fishing trip. Now, this is probably the official end of this video. What the heck? Oh yeah, it's giving me a shadow because of my wide angle lens. My wide angle lens, my video light is not as high as it should be because my wide angle lens is blocking it. Anyway, whatever. Bye. Turn the damn camera off.